Now, what I'm going to do to my influence, I'm going to say, as soon as you get kicked off of YouTube, you're getting a bonus. Because why? Because then you're actually speaking out free speech and you're not worrying about what Mr. Alphabet and Mr. Google say about us, or Suckabuck or Dorky and all these people that try and control us here, and they're all going to prison. They're all going to prison, I'm telling you, by the time this is done. And then I will finish here. What we're going to do then for 5 to 6 weeks, all the evidence, by the way, that I'm going to dump, we're going to dump. It's going to make WikiLeaks look like a tinker toy. We're dumping all this evidence that we have. Now, you just seen a little bit of it in Absolute Proof. We're filming a whole nother documentary this week showing the foreign interference. And I hired investigators for millions of dollars to investigate all these people. Who's behind bots and trolls? We're going to find out who's behind the attack on this attack in our country and our good people. Who's hiring for cancel culture? We're going to find that out. We're going to drop all the evidence of the election fraud. The Supreme Court will finally see, and they will accept this. I'll tell you right now, in 6 to 7 weeks, they're going to accept this. It's going to be a 9-0 vote. You heard it here first, that this election was attacked by foreign countries. And when that happens, now I don't know what they're going to do, but I did tell quite a few people that by August, Donald Trump will be back in as our president. He has been our president. That's my.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. On this episode of Mike Lindell has absolutely lost his mind, we are going to discuss, he did a radio show. We're going to do it in 3 separate videos. We're going to take 3 clips that were sent to me, and we're just going to have some fun with this because it's absolutely crazy. We're going to debunk it, and we're going to talk about it. So let's just jump right on into it. Okay, in the first video you're watching, the one you just watched, Mike Lindell says that he's going to give anyone a bonus who gets kicked off of YouTube because then they're actually using their free speech. This is a common mistake amongst Republicans who don't read the Constitution or pay attention to law or even talk to lawyers to understand what's going on. Freedom of speech only protects you from the government arresting you. It doesn't protect you from private companies kicking you off or getting fired for the things that you say. You're not protected from that. You're not. It's that simple. You are not protected from that. You're just not. It's not a thing. It's not an actual thing. Y'all scream free speech without actually understanding free speech while supporting bills like the one that was in the Senate in Kentucky. It's Senate Bill 211. There's a video on my channel if you want to go watch that, where they actually try to suppress free speech, or when they try to, when Trump tried to arrest or have reporters arrested because he didn't like their coverage of him. Also a government infringing upon free speech thing, and y'all were down with that. Y'all were chanting arrest CNN. So, I mean, do you guys not understand that freedom of speech only extends to the government, and y'all are the ones breaking that, not the other way around? Alright, next, trolls and bots. We all know where the trolls and bots are coming from. The FBI, the CIA, MI6, several intelligence agencies from around the world have said that it is a Russian disinformation campaign. That is correct. A lot of the bots you see and a lot of the bots that follow Donald Trump and the bots that he's retweeted have been Russian linked to Russian troll farms. Those trolls and bots, troll farms from Russia. There have been investigations. The Mueller report, go read it. It covers a bunch of it. That's right. It actually says in the Mueller report, for those of you who haven't read it that want to cry that there was nothing in it, that Russia interfered with the 2016 election and they used trolls and bots to do so. So, it's weird. Okay, next thing. He's saying that the Supreme Court is going to vote 9-0 to, I don't know. He's not very clear on that. Is it to overturn the election, to hear all the election cases? Because they've made it more than abundantly clear that A, they will not hear any of the election cases, that there is no reason to overturn those rulings, that those rulings were legit and fair and correct. And if he's talking about a whole new case, well, unless a state brings it, and if you remember, Texas brought it and they said they don't have standing, which again, they wouldn't have standing. That wouldn't change. You can't start in the Supreme Court and you can't bring in new evidence. So he'd have to start all the way down at the bottom of a court system before he could do that. So that doesn't make sense either. And the last thing is Donald Trump will become president in August. There is no legal path for Donald Trump to become president in August. There's no, it's not a thing. That it doesn't exist. I'm seeing people now moving the date to August. I don't know if that's Mike Lindell saying that he's not highly connected to intelligence. Like, I hear people saying that Mike Lindell is connected to intelligence. Person that sent me these videos actually said that. They said that Mike Lindell is connected to high-ranking intelligence officials, and he knows everything. And they even made the suspicion that he might know who Q is. I highly doubt that, because Q is probably Ron Watkins. So, no. But there's no legal path. He doesn't have... he does not have a path to the presidency. He lost the election. This is ridiculous. This is pathetically bad. I don't even know how they expect that to happen. Again, the Supreme Court has said that they will not hear election cases. It is a moot point. Biden has been inaugurated. I do want to cover the fact that one other thing I do want to cover that I almost forgot was the fact that he said that everybody's going to end up in jail. Facebook, Twitter, those people are going to end up in jail. How many times have y'all heard from QAnon supporters and crazy conspiracy theorists that people are going to end up in jail? I remember just a few months ago people trying to convince me that Nancy Pelosi has been arrested, and now they're backing away from that. Or they're calling it a body double that's still doing all the things she would do that they're ranting against, but it's not her. It doesn't make sense. It does not make sense, but trust me, the other videos are just as good, and I will see you for those. Bye, guys.